So I think Elizabeth would be the best. Elizabeth over there with the ornaments. She manages that one. It's okay.
Yeah, we're hosting a golf tournament at Celebration Golf on May 3rd. It's a Friday. And it's in the morning, so there's foursomes or individual golfing spots available. And there's breakfast, there's golf, and then there's a lunch that's included. And it's fun. Mayor Clayton makes an appearance, and we have lots of like on-course activations. We have some Wish Kids that come out and will help with putting. We have an air cannon, so instead of one of the strokes, it's a shoot it out of this like potato gun. You just go to the website and you can register.
Oh, yes.
Almost.
It's not.
Just so we could see the village. I was like, you're like the lights, but you really want to see the village, but it's not like you can just so people like me are like, hey, you should come see this. People want to see the village, yes. In a way that comes from the story.
Yeah. One night stay in the Cinderella Castle Suite, 2 nights at a Disney Deluxe Resort, a $500 Disney gift card, a table for up to 4 at Cinderella's Royal Table for breakfast, and airfare. And what you all have done so far as our media partners in sharing the opportunity has been incredible. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. We are, as my last email said, we are trying to get to $1 million. We really want to be able to fulfill more and more and more wishes of kids who so desperately need time here at the village. So please consider, please help us drive this thing home. We only have 2 more weeks. It ends October 16th, and we want you to continue sharing, and we thank you in advance for doing that. So thank you so, so much. I hope that someone from one of y'all's audiences are the ones who win it. That'll be so much fun to celebrate that. In your swag bag this evening that you have received, it's the bag itself. We're so glad that we get to celebrate the holidays here early with you. Very first thing, you'll see a couple of our chance to win promotion flyers. We have flyers on your table. We have flyers at Heather's Info Center that you'll pass before you leave today. Please take a bunch of those flyers with you. Feel free to wear that as well. You have a wristband that'll tell everyone that you support Give Kids the World, because as one of our media partners, that's what you do. You are so precious to us. You'll also have a ribbon pin in there as well. You can put it on your lapel. But the most precious thing that's inside that bag of yours is something that we call Art from the Heart. That is a piece of artwork done for you by one of the Wish Kids. So sometimes the Wish Kids sign them. Sometimes the helper that is with them when they paint it helps to write their name out. But please know that that has been created for you by a Wish Kid. So there's nothing more precious for you, okay? That's a very special thing. Was made by one of our precious media partners, Our Magic Adventures. Beth and Paul Rolinski did this. Beth and Paul, can you wave, please? Over months and months of visits, they did time-lapse photography and video out here. And we have this amazing video that we can share to corporate groups and individuals. It's on our YouTube channel. If you ever have audience members, or if you're ever sitting around going, how do I explain the village to my followers? This is an amazing video to send them to. It is 2 minutes and 6 seconds, and by the time your audience has finished watching this video, they will know everything they need to know about this village. And we just thank so much our Magic Adventures for doing that. Thank you so much. So kind. If any of you would like to do the same thing, please let us know. We would love to partner with you because you're helping to tell the story of the village, and that's so important to us. And now to this evening, before I turn it over to President and CEO of the village, Pam Landworth. Why are you here tonight? You are amongst the first people, you are the first people to get a taste, a preview of our brand new holiday offering. Listen, we have loved Night of a Million Lights, absolutely loved it. It was so amazing to be here, wasn't it? Those first 3 years and be a part of it, and then up at Island H2O, it was incredible. Now we have so many wonderful families, and Pam is going to touch on that, but we have so many families, we need to change things up just a little bit. And so this year, it's going to be the Holiday VIP Tour, or the Holiday Guided Tours. You all will be the first to experience one of those tours. It'll be a preview, and we want you to share with your followers what the experience is like. We've not said anything about the experience on our own social. We want you all to surprise everyone and to tell the story of what the village is doing this holiday season. So if you could use hashtag GKTW holidays, and if you could tag us at GKTW Village, we can then reshare what you tell to your followers. This is so important. We want as many people here enjoying these holiday offerings as possible, and you will see bullet points on the sheet that you were given when you walked in the room. If you need additional copies of this, you can find them on the info station. Now, I know we all have questions about the VIP holiday tour or the holiday guided tour, and Elise and Mark will answer all of those questions for you on your tour. Here's something else that we're going to tell you. You get to get crafty tonight. If you've not already done so, or if you'd like to make two, we are going to split you up into groups, not just yet, but you'll get to make a craft in just a little bit. We'll get to meet Sprinkles the gingerbread cookie, and we'll get to leave our ornament as part of the display. But enough for me. I'm going to throw it over to Miss Pam. Miss Pam, could you come?
It was really exciting. I didn't know what the announcement was going to be either. They kind of kept me in the dark, kind of. Thank you guys so much for being here. For those of you I don't know, my name is Pamela Landworth. I'm the president and CEO of Give Kids the World. I've been blessed to be part of this organization now for 30 years and watch it grow and do some amazing things because of you all. You know, we're approaching 190,000 families that we serve from all 50 states, now 77 countries around the world. We're going to have our very first family from Norway very soon. And that's amazing. And we talk about that statistic of 190,000, but each one of them has a very special and unique story. And you all have helped us share some of their stories. You know, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is taking care of business while we take care of hearts. And taking care of hearts is something we want to do for our staff, our volunteers, and of course our precious families. And in order to do that, we also have to take care of business. So one of the business decisions that we made a long time ago is that we want every dollar possible that we raise to go directly to the mission. And very few charities can boast that, you know, less than 10 cents of every dollar spent goes to overhead and fundraising, and over 90 cents goes directly to the mission. And you're considered good as a charity if it's 65 cents goes to the mission and 35 cents goes. The reason that we're able to do that is we don't do any marketing. We don't pay for advertising. You guys take care of that for us. So when we say we couldn't do what we do without you, we truly mean we couldn't do what we do without you. You help share our story so that we don't have to pay for advertising and do those things, so that more and more families can be served, and we can fulfill that promise that we made 37 years ago, that no child who's wished to come to Central Florida as their wish would go unfulfilled. That was a promise Henry made 37 years ago. We're so blessed we've been able to stay true to that promise. It was a rocky road through the pandemic, as it was for all of you, but we've come back in full strength. Part of that was because of the Night of a Million Lights, which you all embraced and helped us get the word out about that. It was enormously successful. But then we were able to start welcoming families back. This month, we're going to serve over 900 families for the first time in our history. That's 50 families more than we've ever served in 1 month before. and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down at all. And that's kind of bittersweet, you know, the knowing more and more families, but the beauty is that we're able to serve them. And so when you're here tonight, you get to go out there and see those holiday lights. Yeah, it was wonderful, and it was exciting to do Night of a Million Lights when we could invite people out that weren't ever able to see the village. But now it's back for our families. We wanted to have that same experience for the families. But we think we found a way that we can kind of blend both. We could light up the village in an amazing way, but then be able to share that with other folks, to be able to come in and see what we do. Because what Night of a Million Lights also did for us is it brought new volunteers to us, new supporters, because there was a lot of people who'd never heard of the village before. And I'll never forget the story. In the interim of the pandemic and things, my primary care physician had retired, and so I found a new one. And so I went to him, and I don't go to the doctor often, but I sat down, and he was saying, so, and what do you do for a living? And I said, well, you know, I'm the CEO of Give Kids the World. And he goes, and I'm talking about it, he goes, oh, you're the place with the lights. I'm going, yeah, we're the place with the lights, but we do ever so much more. But that's what it did for us. It's got that message. So these holiday tours that you're all going to experience, those VIP tours, we're hoping that new folks will come out. We might encourage more people to volunteer, more people to help support our mission. But I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We couldn't literally do what we do without you. We appreciate everything that you do to get that message out there. And we're so excited. I can't wait to hear what you think about the light. So I'm going to turn it back over to Demi, and hopefully have a great evening.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. You are never going to hear anyone else that is more passionate about this village than Pam is. So definitely take time to say hi. If you've never met her tonight is your golden opportunity. All right, our website for the sales of tickets for the Holiday VIP Tour, all proceeds going to benefit the village, goes live tomorrow morning. You'll find the URL on this page. It's right smack dab in the middle. It's gktw.org/holiday-VIP. All right? So tonight, enjoy, savor, take pictures, ask questions. This is your moment. Anyone with a white name tag on, like the one I have on, has something they're passionate about and something they want to tell you. So please ask away. That's literally what we're here for tonight. I'm going to split us into two different teams. Team Jingle and Team Jangle. All right?
Right? Okay, who has been to Night of a Million Lights at the Village before? What about in 2020? Yeah. No, you guys have? 2021? Okay, awesome. So, everyone knows why we are not hosting Night of a Million Lights anymore, but in lieu of that, we wanted to make this place as magical and special as possible for our families, because that's why we did Night of a Million Lights in the first place, right? So, we actually received a very generous grant from one of our corporate partners that allowed us to be able to light up the village again this year. So in doing so, we thought, well, this is beautiful. We still want to tell the world about it. We want to bring people out. So we are going to be hosting our VIP tours. So they will be available 8 nights, Fridays and Saturdays in November and December. They're select nights. It will be 12 groups of 25 a night. And then the pricing is $59.99 per person. We'll bring you out here. You get a behind-the-scenes tour similar to ones that we did in 2020, hosted by Mark, myself, maybe Pam, we'll see. And then we will walk you through the lights. We'll have another fun activity. Now, tonight is a preview, so we are still in progress. Some of our awesome partners are setting some beautiful things up. We're gonna have even more photo ops than you see tonight, even more lights than you see tonight, but we wanted to give you a bit of a sneak peek. So,
Yeah, come on down.
Henry Landworth, our founder. So as some of you might know, Henry was a survivor of the Holocaust and moved here to the United States. And when he moved here to the United States, he got involved in the hospitality industry. In the Disney and theme park boom of Central Florida, Henry moved here and started out on 192, operating some motels. Henry got a call one day from a wish-granting organization and that there was a little girl who wished to come to Central Florida. Henry said, whatever this family needs, I'm going to do it for them. Henry always said that he lost his childhood and he never wanted a child to have to go through that again. So he opened up a room for this family. That night, as Henry was checking the books, the family hadn't checked in. So Henry asked what happened, and unfortunately, due to so much red tape at the time, the young girl passed away before she could come on her wish trip. So from that day, Give Kids the World was founded. As Pam said, we have welcomed 190,000 families to the village. And one of the most magical places about Give Kids the World is our Castle of Miracles. We opened it in 1994, and every single wish child that comes to the village is given a little gold star. I call this our guest book here at the village, because those stars with their names hang here, and we invite the families back. Once they finish their trip, we invite them back as an alumni family, and they can come back and experience the magic of the village again, see their star, and take part in some of our parties and ice cream. We're gonna walk by Henry's Starlight Scoops in a second. But Give Kids the World, 190,000 families, about 175,000 stars. There were a few years there where we didn't have the castle, but we have so many great memories for our families, and we keep those stars. We have a great catalog of the stars, so when the families come back, we know exactly where they are. We're gonna walk down and see Henry's Starlight Scoops, a venue that opened back in 2020. 2021. It is a tribute to Henry and one of his first ventures in the hospitality industry out on the Space Coast. He was the manager of the Starlight Motel. He became really good friends with the Mercury astronauts. So as you walk by, you'll see that space theme, and it was the first project that Disney and Universal partnered on and helped us open up this brand new building. So we'll walk by, we'll share some other exciting venues that we have that just opened and that are coming soon. So let's...
And you're not wrong, it was supposed to open in 2020, but then we closed the day before it was supposed to open, and we were closed for 10 months due to COVID. Here on the avenue. This is one of our 4 holiday offerings. So we are offering sponsored trees here at the village on the Avenue of Angels, and then also a tree trail, which is by our Keaton's Corral horseback riding area. So we can create a fundraising page if you'd like to fundraise for the tree, but the coolest thing about it is that we do not do branding here at the village. We never want the families to come to the village and feel like, well, they see this company and now they have to go home and support them. But during the holidays, we make a little bit of an exception because there are so many incredible partners that have been supporting us since our closure in 2020. So if anyone here is interested in sponsoring a tree, these are a couple of them. Again, we are in progress, so a few more will be added, but this is one of the offerings for this year.
Henry, so as we said right here, this is Henry's Starlight Scoops, a nod to the Starlight Motel that was out on Cocoa Beach. Henry became really good friends with the Mercury astronauts. One of his best friends and one of the leading supporters of opening the village was John Glenn. Inside we have some great space memorabilia, but one of the coolest artifacts that we have in there, so John Glenn got to go back to space on the space shuttle, and when he went on the space shuttle, he actually took a Give Kids the World flag with him. We have that on display here in Henry's Starlight Scoops for everyone to see. You know, back in those early space days, John Glenn, Walter Cronkite, those guys became really good friends with Henry and helped spread the word of the village as we were just starting out back in the 80s and early 90s. So there are some great videos of Walter Cronkite filming videos and promotional information for Henry. So it's great information that's out there on YouTube.
This is also one of our favorite venues because we are known here for ice cream for breakfast. Breakfast opens in Cafe Clayton at 8, but the ice cream parlor opens at 7:30. So we have ice cream all day long until 9:30 for our families. This is an important venue.
Speaking of important venues, we're going to walk down the avenue. We've got a couple.
And we're like promoting all this, obviously starting tomorrow morning.
So we are between two exciting projects. Behind you is the Rockin' Spa and Olivia's Oasis. So many times we would hear from our families that the caregivers wish that they could have had a little bit extra love while they were here. So in the spring, we opened Olivia's Oasis. It is a nice, quiet, zen area for the caregivers to come in and get massages. They're all table massages and chair massages. It's a great way for them to come and just relax, enjoy a few minutes away. And so many of them are so appreciative of that. In the Rockin' Spa, we offer makeovers for the kids that stay here. So whether it's glitter tattoos, coloring their hair, nail polish, princess makeovers, pirate makeovers, so much fun. Every day that's open twice a day, and we invite the kiddos to come down and get a little extra glamorous before they head into the parks. Now over on this side, we are so excited. Coming next spring, we are going to be opening Mayor Clayton's Wonder Lab. Mayor Clayton's Wonder Lab is going to be all about that STEAM. So science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It's going to be 6 hands-on science labs, everything from animatronics.
Making robots, crafts.
It is so much fun. We have been play testing some of the things that our families are going to get to do. We are so excited to be opening this new venue in the spring. And we, of course, will probably have a lot of you out for that. So we are so excited. This building it's already being worked on inside. Pretty soon the outside will start to transform as well. It will be a great hands-on experience for our kids. One thing that Pam said earlier about Give Kids the World as being the place that does holiday lights, I think we really have become that place here in Central Florida where folks come to expect us to do something every year for the holidays. So right behind us, we have one of these cool photo ops. This was the iconic gold sleigh from Night of a Million Lights last year. We had a few proposals, correct?
Quite a few proposals.
It was definitely a highlight last year. We've got great photo ops again this year during the VIP tour, but these are all set up for our families. I was out here last night stringing Christmas lights, and there was a family taking their holiday card already. So the boys were all getting along at the moment, so it was a good moment for the parents. But 1.6 million Christmas lights this year. It is stunning. It is glistening. This is, I think, my first or second night seeing all the lights on. So it's been, we had a blitz a couple weekends ago. 150 volunteers came out and spent the morning with us and helped us decorate all the villas, helped us decorate all these bushes. We still have some more work to do. I think maybe 2 million.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 million lights. But we are continuing the tradition of having holiday lights here again this year.
And we just walked you through our Avenue of Angels, but one of the other offerings that is listed are dessert parties. So the balconies that are on Town Hall that overlook all the lights you just walked through, we are offering custom dessert party options. If you want to have a team outing or your team dessert party or a family dessert party or a proposal, because I've done quite a few of those too, but we will create a custom dessert party experience for you that gives you a private tour as well as a dessert party on the balconies. So yeah, we're very excited about those. Actually, one of the proposals I did do was for Mark's brother, who is the namesake of Mark's Dino Putt. So we'll walk you guys over there. This is basically our giant toy room, but it's also connected to Mark's Dino Putt. So if you've never heard Mark's story before, it's one of my favorites. Mark visited the village about 21 years ago. He came for his wish trip, and he had 3 wishes. It was to be a dinosaur, obviously, to be a millionaire, and to never be forgotten. And we share Mark's story because he was very close with Pam when he came here on his wish trip. And then shortly after his wish trip, he did pass away. But it was right when Universal Creative was building Mark's Dino Putt over there, which is a $1 million dinosaur themed project so that Mark will never be forgotten. But Mark's brother reached out to me, would have been his little brother, a few years ago, 2020, at the end of the year, and said I would love to propose to my girlfriend of the time. So we did a custom tour through the lights, and then we ended with a game of putt-putt, and the final dinosaur had a "Will You Marry Me" sign there at the end. And then we did give them one of those private dessert parties on the balcony overlooking the lights. So it has a very special place in my heart. We love Mark, and we always honor him during the holidays. We're gonna bring you just inside to our train room. You may push all the buttons, we encourage it.
Yesterday here. That's great. So our daughter's with us for 2 years.
Give Kids the World is we have in this area here 3 of our accessible attractions. We have JJ's Express, which is a train that is, it's not in the station at the moment. There's a family going around the building. And then we have Kelly's and Lori's. The carousel, which is down at the end of the avenue, that is also so we are so excited to offer that to our family. Some of our kids would never get to experience. 7. It's been a while since I've seen them. They don't sleep 7, and the kids tend to nap
job every year. So they'll be creating something great for us. Yeah. Wouldn't be the holidays without that giant whale fin. Was just here this evening working on their install. We have the Crayola crayons and even more. We might see some minions out here. We'll see.
Ooh, Crayola crayons. Where?
They are being put up as we speak. That's what I can do. The left one right here. That's the only part of... Alright, we'll stop you guys by Old Elmer. If you listen closely, he's always snoring, this guy. We'll scoot on up a little bit. You want to scoot on?
Sorry.
You're good. No, we're just doing a tour. You are all good. This is speedwalk. Tired story, and it is Gavin's story. So when we did Night of a Million Lights in 2020, we had a plethora of volunteers every single day. We were here to light the village during that time, and we had a couple volunteers who had been here for a few weeks. And then we come to realize that Gavin was an alumni child. So that means that his wish was fulfilled here in the past. Come to find out that Gavin's wish was actually one of the last that was fulfilled before we had to close due to COVID. And him and his mom were here every single day, putting Christmas lights everywhere that you see. And Gavin's story is pretty amazing. Gavin had a very rare condition where he had seizures constantly that would last for ridiculous amounts of time. He had his wish trip here, it was March 2020, and he has not had one since. So that is a testament to the hope that this place brings. And in 2021, Gavin came back, or when we realized in 2020 that he was a wish child, there was one villa that we weren't going to light because it was tucked away. It actually was the first villa we ever had here at the village. And we said, Gavin, this is yours. What do you want to do with it? And Star Wars fans are going to get me, but I think he wanted to make it look like Hoth planet, Frozen Planet, right? Am I saying that right?
Choice, yes.
So it was beautiful. He lit it all in white twinkles. It was gorgeous. And that was Gavin's Villa, and it will forever be Gavin's Villa. And when he came back in 2021, when we did Night of a Million Lights here at the Village again, iTech, one of our big partners, they decorated that villa, and they put little pieces from a ship from Star Wars in the window of their display in honor of Gavin. So it will forever be Gavin's Villa. It is blue and white again this year. It is around the corner. We will be able to show it when we do the full tours, but he is my little holiday inspiration, Gavin is. So we're gonna bring you guys inside. We're gonna swap out. You guys get to enjoy some desserts and have craft time. So thank you so much for coming.
Guys, thank you so much.
Do you have any questions about any of the holiday offerings? No? Okay. I gotta go hang out some stars tonight. Hi there.
Thank you. Oh, she's the cutest thing, honestly. Okay. All right, Team Jingle, if anyone else wants to head out toward the trees to put their ornaments on, let me know and I can walk you over there. Otherwise, there's transportation to take you back to the parking lot and you can continue your evening